Kelvin fashion, he didn't keep his word on that. He'd rather spend that money on his side chick. Bought her a Ferrari as a push present, but that car, according to the Daily Mail, got repossessed the day after Wendy announced the divorce. You know you can't afford those type of toys, Kev.
I don't recommend that you work with your husband because I made him my manager, and then when I decided to divorce him, he had to be fired. In other words, I made him divorced and unemployed all in one day.
0:31:31 Sharina Hudson has officially turned on Kevin Hunter, and Wendy Williams' money is at the center of it all. 0:38:38 now that Wendy Williams is returning back to TV, Kevin Hunter is suddenly begging his way back into her good graces. And child, get this, Sharina, 0:47:47 and Kevin has fallen out so bad that she is now doing everything in her power so that Kevin suffers. Going so far as 0:54:54 claiming that if Wendy ever gets back with Kevin, then she will lose total control of her finances for good. 1:001 minute.
Wendy Williams' husband has filed a $260 million lawsuit claiming that Wendy is being held against her will in an illegal guardianship, has caused all sorts of financial and emotional damage. Problem is, he's divorced from her. She doesn't like her much.
No, it was not a great divorce.
She didn't like him much.
And even though she's had to pay him out a whole lot of money over a lot of years, she doesn't want him a part of this, and you know this straight from the source.
Well, I know it straight from the source because before I talked to the source, meaning Wendy, it was just apparent to me. I mean, he's filing this as Kevin Hunter, her friend. I mean, when does a friend have standing to file a 200? She had no idea about this lawsuit.
1:5:51 minute 55 seconds right now. It is almost certain that Wendy would be out of that unfortunate guardianship any day now. Mind you, the main reason why Wendy was put under this 2:032 minutes, 3 seconds highly restrictive guardianship for over 3 years is because of an initial diagnosis claiming that she had frontotemporal dementia. However, 2:122 minutes, 12 seconds music 2:122 minutes, 12 seconds Wendy did a new test which showed no signs that she's ever had that condition and music, was just hungover and drunk. Therefore, there's no grounds for 2:212 minutes, 21 seconds guardianship. Her new manager also claimed that she's been making gradual improvements. And Debner Mercury always left the door open for Wendy to come back whenever she's ready to work again. 2:322 minutes 32 seconds and whether you like her or not, daytime TV has not been the same since she left because no one could really fill the shoes Wendy left. So Wendy coming back 2:412 minutes, 41 seconds means there is big money about to be made. And now that Sherri Shepherd was fired and her show was cancelled, that slot is vacant and it's a very high 2:502 minutes, 50 seconds probability that Wendy would be given that music slow. And of course, guess who's trying to crawl his way back into her life? Music 2:582 minutes, 58 seconds yes, Kevin Hunter. He is out here claiming that Wendy would need someone who she could trust. And who better than his former manager and ex-husband? 3:073 minutes 7 seconds yeah, right? You see, people would not be skeptical if this wasn't the same man who played in her face, kept a mistress 3:143 minutes 14 seconds for over a decade, had a whole kid on her, and still tried to get her to pay him thousands in alimony when she was fighting for her life under the 3:233 minutes 23 seconds guardianship. Kevin has been trying to get in Wendy's life and finances for a music minute now. Kevin publicly 3:303 minutes, 30 seconds declared himself as Wendy's defender and promised to get her out of the facility she was in, claiming that she is sober 3:363 minutes, 36 seconds and wants to return home. Kevin also filed a $250 million lawsuit claiming that the guardianship is abusive, and he 3:453 minutes, 45 seconds wanted to be appointed as her next friend to manage her affairs. 3:503 minutes 50 seconds thankfully, the judge shut it all down, saying that Kevin wasn't in any position to take over her guardianship. But just 3:583 minutes 58 seconds because his attempts have failed so far doesn't mean that Kevin has stopped trying. Word is that Kevin has been trying to use their son and whatever's 4:064 minutes, 6 seconds left of Wendy's love and loyalty to him to wiggle his way back in. A blind item confirmed this, saying, "Music? The 4:144 minutes, 14 seconds horrible ex of the illiterate former talk show host is actually trying to win her back after being dumped by his 4:204 minutes, 20 seconds mistress when he ran out of money. So Kevin is hoping that Wendy is still too emotionally invested in him to let him go for good. 4:294 minutes, 29 seconds.
A shout out to my husband. I'm still wearing my ring. He's my best friend, he's my lover, he's all this and he's all that. I know what you've been seeing, and I knew what the streets have been talking about.
Wendy set the record straight on reports that her husband, Kevin Hunter, allegedly had a years-long affair with a massage therapist.
I am still very much in love with my husband, and anybody who's been married for 5 minutes or 500 years, you know, marriages have ebbs and flows. Marriages are not easy. Don't ask me about mine until you see this gone. And it ain't going anywhere.
But from what Sharina Hudson is saying, getting back with Kevin Hunter would be the worst mistake Wendy ever made in her 5:145 minutes, 14 seconds career. Because, well, Sharina knows Kevin's real motives because she was also in on it. The crazy thing is after 5:225 minutes, 22 seconds Sharina was introduced to Kevin by Charlemagne to God. When he and Wendy were still working together, everything was going great. She wanted to be a chef 5:295 minutes, 29 seconds and set up food trucks everywhere. But when Kevin came into her life, he assured her that she was going to be taken care of fully. And he kept his 5:375 minutes, 37 seconds sword. Sharina was a kept woman through and through with cars, jewelry, and a house that was paid for with Wendy's 5:455 minutes, 45 seconds dime. Reports even claimed that when he wasn't getting enough money from Wendy, he would sell belongings and take things from her without permission so that he 5:535 minutes, 53 seconds could raise money for himself and Sharina's new lifestyle. The sad part is Wendy didn't notice these things because she truly did love and trust. 6:016 minutes, 1 second Kevin. But even if Wendy woke up one morning and saw that things weren't adding up, Kevin already put up legal protections. He could say that it was 6:096 minutes, 9 seconds community property, or that Wendy had given him permission to take the items when she was drunk or high and just couldn't remember. Kevin also had a 6:166 minutes, 16 seconds charity which he reportedly used for money laundering and to give gifts to his mistress. In fact, whenever Kevin and Wendy went on holidays, Sharina always 6:256 minutes, 25 seconds tagged along and had her own bodyguard to make sure she and Wendy didn't run into each other. Music. At the time, Sharina really didn't care what Kevin 6:336 minutes, 33 seconds did to Wendy because he always promised her that he would leave Wendy for her when the time was right. That means when he squeezed her dry. At first, it made 6:416 minutes, 41 seconds sense to Sharina, which is why she stayed because she thought it would only be a matter of time before Kevin became her husband. But as they approached 6:496 minutes, 49 seconds their 10-year anniversary, that's when Sharina started having doubts.
She is tired of hiding the relationship, okay? She's tired of being a side bitch. She's tired of having abortions and shit like that. And she just wants Wendy out of the picture so that she can live her life out and free with her man and not have to sneak and meet Kevin in random places and shit like that, okay?
Sharina had reportedly been pregnant for 7:147 minutes, 14 seconds Kevin a few times before she eventually had their daughter. Music. And every time she got pregnant, Kevin would force her to leave the baby on the doctor's 7:227 minutes, 22 seconds stable because he didn't want news getting to Wendy. When Sharina was tired, she sent in a picture of her and Kevin on vacation to a news outlet, 7:317 minutes, 31 seconds thinking that it would finally put Kevin and Wendy to get a divorce so that they could start their life together as promised. 7:387 minutes, 38 seconds and girl. That's when Sharina realized just how manipulative Kevin can be. 7:437 minutes, 43 seconds Kevin never actually planned to leave Wendy, after all, who would fund his lifestyle, and was more than content with lying to Sharina to get her to 7:517 minutes, 51 seconds stay with him. All the money he claimed to be piling somewhere for their future didn't exist. And on top of all of that, Kevin was still feeding made-up stories 8:008 Minutesto several media outlets about Wendy, and them getting back together to pressure her to call off the divorce. But that still wasn't what made Sharina give up 8:088 minutes, 8 seconds on Kevin completely. When she was planning to return to stay with her mother once the money ran dry and her relationship with Kevin became strained, 8:168 minutes, 16 seconds, she tried to look for something to hold on to. And that was when she reportedly found out that Kevin had been secretly poisoning Wendy just enough to keep her 8:258 minutes, 25 seconds working. Someone even called the police to tell them what's going on. And when they arrived there, Kevin wouldn't leave Wendy's side, so it was impossible for 8:348 minutes, 34 seconds them to question Wendy properly. There were even reports of Kevin being putting hands on Wendy in the past, but it was buried because she wanted to protect her 8:428 minutes, 42 seconds husband. Music now with Wendy coming back. There's no way she can let her deadbeat, good-for-no ex-husband back into her life again. And you might not 8:518 minutes, 51 seconds like Sharina Hudson, but she is right this time music around because she wants revenge for Kevin playing her for decades. Kevin is so stupid. He thought the baby mama is going to stay. Nope. 9:029 minutes, 2 seconds his pockets are about to hurt extremely badly on top of losing Wendy Williams and her success. Hold your head up, Wendy. You can bounce back. More money in your pocket, less mouths to feed. 9:149 minutes, 14 seconds size. I pray Wendy recovers enough to see Kevin and his side piece get their karma. Kevin had all these years to save 9:229 minutes, 22 seconds some money but didn't. So now they can sell all the stuff they spent all that money on. 9:289 minutes, 28 seconds. Nobody wants to hear Kevin apologize. He knew what he was doing all these years. 9:339 minutes, 33 seconds he knocked up Sharina and she had his baby. And what he did was no accident. 9:389 minutes, 38 seconds. Kevin has crossed so many lines too many times. I don't feel sorry for him or Sharina. Do you guys also think Wendy should stay far away from Kevin too? 9:489 minutes, 48 seconds. Sound off in the comments and make sure to like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye baddies.